about Fishing with Big Kev. Hey, I've had numerous questions about my hitch and how it works. So a lot of people are asking if it's a rock tamer hitch or where did I buy it or something like that. But actually it's a homemade hitch, and let me show you what it is. All I did was I got the standard just 2-inch receiver, just a standard straight 2-inch receiver with a 2-inch drop. And then I bought a 3/4 inch thin wall tubing, square tubing, and I measured what I needed to cover the width of my truck. My son's a welder, so I had him welded across here in the center on both sides, and then we took a piece of flat bar and tacked it on the bottom and over here just for added support. So that created my frameage across the back of the truck. I bought these mud flaps on Amazon. I don't know, I got 2 of them. They were actually about 5 inches longer than that, but they've been trimmed down. I put them on and then I trimmed them down once I get the weight of the tongue of the boat on there. Now, if I got a full cab of people and a lot of weight in the back, they'll drag until you get on the highway and then they stop dragging. But anyway, I just took a saw and cut them across on the mud flaps. Used to use some 1/4 20 bolts, or put a 4 of them with some washers on there, drilled some holes, painted it black. So anyway, I originally went with the Weather Guard mud flaps, but as you can see, that creates about 10 to 12 inches below the mud flap to the ground where it still would spray rocks. So as you can see, anything that's going to come back from underneath that front mud flap is going to hit this back mud flap. So hooking up the safety chains and everything's still real easy to do. So with that being welded, here's my mistake I made. So I bought a 2-inch drop, or the drop here from here, but then when I got my hitch on, the boat on, I noticed I was a little low. So I looked around and they make this extendable ball that I bought, and that raised me up to a level plane on my trailer. So if you're asking why that ball's so big, is I needed to get back up. Now if I'd have went with a straight receiver, or if I'd have flipped this over and then made it, and a standard ball probably would have worked. So that's basically what I did. And then when I store this, I just pull it out, I lay it upside down on the ground behind the boat, and keep the mud flaps up in the air, just keep them from the heat or whatever from bending them too much. So if you come around here, you'll see it's done a real good job keeping rocks off the front of the boat, and it has done what I want it to do. And I think the total cost of everything involved is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of, with the receiver hitch, less than 50 bucks. So that's what I've got for a hitch to protect my Lund boat, my aluminum boat. They ding a little more on the road rock, but there's so much junk on the road anymore today. So, but anyway, I just want to do a quick video, explain my hitch and how that came about, so everybody understands how I made that. Those rock tamer hitches, they can get in the $200 and $300 range. So, you know, to each his own. But that's how my what do they call it, a DIY, do it yourself project. So wanted to get that out on a video. Like and subscribe. All about fishing with Big Kev. We'll see you on the water.